wasn't a lucky play. That was just good football.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
From the 27, Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Terry. And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. It's a keeper with Prescott, and he will have a Cowboys first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. The Cowboys at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they fell in the opener, got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back to the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. This time, the extra point up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Back to it after the pick 6. Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
5 yards remain on second down. Prescott down. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
From the gun on third down, McCann. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Sticking with Walker on second down. A beautiful fake. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 14-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Dancing away at the 35. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. Back to throw. McCann. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
A little bit of daylight on that 1st down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. They'll try for the 1st with Walker. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. On 1st and 10, McCann to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Now the Cowboys going to burn the 1st of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Let's go.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal.
Rush it. 6. Let's go. Go set.
They'll look to throw again. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Seahawks take a 3-touchdown lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 21-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse it. This is...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing...
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. On second down, it's Walker. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. DeMarcus Lawrence. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take possession. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. McCann. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Brett Maher on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
17.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 29-yard line. 72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Throwing on first down. McCann. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
He's ready. 10 seconds. 10.
Looking to throw on second down. McCann. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 30 yards.
Ready, set. 43 rails.
Now here's Pollard, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Tony Pollard, his second rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point up and through by Myers, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On first and 10, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Terry. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Buying time to his left. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
Prescott to throw on fourth. He finds his man, complete. That's Terry. Touchdown, Cowboys! A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cowboys get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
38.
One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A first down throw for Prescott. Forced out to his left. Oh, Prescott stripped. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Noah Fant in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Third quarter begins with a run by Walker. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Sticking with Walker on second down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Yeah, the Cowboys here on third down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time. Forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Fielded at the 33. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Prescott on first down. He's got it complete to Tolbert. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Room here to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And 22 more yards there and another first down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Back to Walker on first down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And going right back to Walker. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 124 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Operating from the gun, McCann. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
On the double. 52 blaster. Turn to the end.
They'll run for it with Pollard. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Up Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off play action. McCann. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Trey Brown. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a 1-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. 3rd and long for Prescott. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, 56 yards. And the Seahawks get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll try the right side with Elliott. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Prescott from the gun. And now here is another interception. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 140 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And the Seahawks first down.
Ready?
They'll toss this out right to Walker. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
Shot, 17, and cycle.
They run again with Walker, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here we go.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Black one.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film. And, my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Ready?
Trying the left side with Walker. Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on 3rd down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. They'll look to set up his blockers. 35 yards that time on the punt.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing.
And that's caught inside the 35. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Marr now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From the end zone, here comes Williams.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
On the ready. On the ball. Set.
They go play action here on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far, and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. And this is going to be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Al Woods able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. To throw is Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Terry. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Now Prescott.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception.
Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 41. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Eluding the pressure right. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
Yellow. Ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Black Ultra.
Again, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Back to throw again.
Quickly into the hands of Fuller.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest.